worship team can go ahead and come back. And understand, not every struggle is bad. It's those struggles that mold us, that shape us, that keep us strong, that grow our strength. And too many times we give up just before the victory. Let me tell you, there is a blessing for your family, for your marriage, for your life that sometimes you're going to have to fight for. Like you're going to have to fight for some of the blessings for your family. There are going to be moments in time when you are going to have to fight for the things of God. And the struggle that you're in right now, it might be for a blessing and it might be from God. It might not have anything to do with the devil. But God just wants to mold you and shape you, get you in a little bit spiritual shape so that he can lead you into the plans and purposes that he has for you. Because I believe that if God were to lead you into the plans and the purpose that he has and you're not ready, that you would fail. That we wouldn't be able to handle it. There's a saying that I've heard, and I don't know who came up with it, but man, it's powerful. It says, don't let your talents take you where your character can't keep you. We see it time and time again, especially in the music and movie and that world. We see people just shoved into the spotlight because they have a great talent, but they don't have the character. And often you see them crash and burn, from alcohol to drugs to turning away from God or whatever it is, because they just can't handle the spotlight. We need to develop discipline in our life, and God just might be having you go through a struggle right now to mold you and shape you and strengthen you so that you can live out the call that he has for your life. But he needs you strong. He needs you spiritually strong. He needs you to be a man or a woman of faith and ready to stand up. And because what it takes to step into the plan or purpose that God has for your life, man, you're gonna take some heat, right? You're gonna step into some battles, and you better be ready or you'll fall. So not every struggle is bad. Man, you're gonna have to hold on to the promises of God. Church, you need to learn to hold on to the promises of God. Spending that extra time in prayer and worship. It's time to go a little bit deeper in your prayer life, beyond just that laundry list of needs that you give to God. You're going to have to push in a little bit harder. Are you willing to fight for it? Go a little deeper. Listen, if you want to be someone that you've never been before, you're going to have to do some things you've never done. See, too often, we just keep doing the same things over and over, just hoping for a different outcome. If you want to be someone different, guess what? You're going to have to do some different things. If you've never gotten up early, you want to be a man or woman of faith, and lay hands on the sick and see them healed. You want to step into that calling that God has on your life to be the light and the salt in the darkness, to be the salt of the earth and to be a light in the darkness. Then man, you're going to have to maybe get up a little bit early, spend a little bit more time in God's word. You're going to have to do some things different if you want a different outcome. Stop doing the same things over and over and over again and just hoping that it's going to come out differently. You're going to have to change some habits. You're going to have to change some actions. Then we read in Genesis 27-28, it says, the man asked him, what is your name? Jacob, he answered. Then the man said, your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome. Jacob was known as a deceiver, tricked his brother into selling his birthright. Then he tricked his father into a blessing. He was a deceiver. But God changed his life. So I don't know where you are today, but I want to let you know that God can change you no matter where you are. Because see, Jacob, that old Jacob, that deceiver, that liar, that trickster, he was gone. He was not the same man anymore. He had grown up, he had matured, he had encountered God, his life was changed, and he left that day marked by God, not only on his hip, but God marked him by changing his name to Israel. God marked him because God had a plan for his life. And Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Jacob goes from just a single man into a nation. You see, Jacob fathered 12 sons. His name was changed to Israel. Those 12 sons we now know as the 12 tribes of Israel. Talk about a blessing. Talk about a life change. Jacob goes from just a single man into an entire generation, to an entire nation. Let me tell you, how you live your life matters. Not just for you. Not just for your spouse, not just for your immediate family, but for generations. Jacob's life was changed, and a nation was born. An entire nation served God, followed God because of Jacob. Let me tell you, how you live your life, parents, it matters. Your kids are watching. Your kids are seeing. Just how important is God to you? How important is this relationship that you have with Jesus? How important is it? This idea of coming together as the body of Christ, which is biblical, how important is it to you? Your kids are watching, and they're paying attention. The Bible says in Genesis 32:29, it says, Jacob said, "Please tell me your name." But he replied, "Why do you ask my name?" Then he blessed him there. He blessed him right there. In the midst of Jacob's fears, in the midst of thinking about having to go face his brother for the first time the next morning, Jacob kept going. In the midst of his struggle, Jacob did not give up. And I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I'm telling you, do not give up. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't throw in the towel. Keep going. There's some blessings that you're going to have to fight for. You get knocked down, get up. Are you willing to fight for the blessing? There's too many Christians throw in the towel just before the blessing. In the middle of the struggle, don't throw in the towel in the middle of the struggle.